My name is Peter Thompson, and I'm country coordinator for Kenya for Renewal Ministries. We were there last August, serving in two different dioceses, in Nyeri Diocese, which is right up on the slopes of Mount Kenya, and then Gong Diocese, which is the largest diocese in Kenya, stretching from the Tanzanian border right up to Nairobi and right across the country. One normally thinks of Africa as being very warm, especially at the equator, but when we arrived in Nyeri, it was extremely cool, wet, and everybody in winter coats, etc. So it's quite a shock to the system to think you're coming to equatorial Africa and you're wearing winter clothing. After we'd served there, we went down to Ngong Diocese and we held a conference for catechists. 5 years ago, we had a conference in that same area. One of the things that came out of it was that all of these catechists responsible for teaching the faith, so few of them had access to a catechism. Again, we returned, and over 85 catechists came from the far corners of the diocese. In North America, we're not used to the concept of catechists in the same light. These are men and women, predominantly men, who serve in the outstations. We think of a parish with maybe 2 or 3 priests looking after one parish, but invariably in Africa, a parish will have 10, 20, or even 30 outstations. And so these catechists are the backbone of the church in these areas, teaching the people, preparing them for the sacraments. So they're essential in the life of the church. Again, it was a wonderful experience to share with them, to teach, and especially to hear the challenging questions that constantly came up. Where we were was predominantly a Maasai area where polygamy is rampant. So there were many questions, difficult questions, dealing with multiple marriages, and especially where they'd come into communion with the church, into the church, and how do you deal with all of these complex situations? So again, it's always a learning experience as we travel to these regions to receive and to give and to be open to what God wants to say and want to speak.